I am kind of a crazy mom.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're exploring the infamous times when beloved and successful YouTubers eventually saw their hidden, terrible side emerge as scandals about their real lives were discovered.
It started out as family fun.
Colleen Ballinger. Armed with her character Miranda Sings, Ballinger rapidly rose in popularity on YouTube, giving her a chance to break into the mainstream entertainment industry.
Miranda,
yes.
It's so great to have you back here on the show.
I know, stop hitting on me.
However, all of that effort and success took a hit in 2020 when she was accused of inappropriate behavior towards minors.
And so I just wanted to sit down and have an honest conversation with you and address everything at once.
With further accusations in 2023, the final nail in her career coffin was dealt by herself when Ballinger released a bizarre, half-apology, half-deflecting video where she addressed the scandal by singing with a ukulele about the toxic gossip train.
Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen.
The problems continued mounting for her as Ballinger was accused of sending intimate images of another YouTuber behind their back, and her previous work was accused of racism. Germán Loera. Running the channel Germán Loera MX, Loera was a Mexican influencer specializing in content about business and inspirational messages to help his viewers through life's problems.
Hablemos de innovación, hablemos de emprendimiento, llevemos el mundo al siguiente escalón.
He even took part in the World Congress of Young Leaders for Peace. So, you can imagine his audience's surprise when Loera was arrested in 2018. The young entrepreneur orchestrated a kidnapping plot, resulting in a group of men grabbing a female lawyer and holding her for ransom for around $103,000 worth of bitcoins. Luckily, the police managed to rescue the lawyer days later and arrested the majority of those involved, while further arrests followed later. In 2020, as well as the group collectively being fined around $25,730, Loera was sentenced to 50 years in jail.
Tenemos dos opciones, morir o innovar.
Toy freaks. Some people will do anything to carve out notoriety on YouTube. One such person was Gregory Kism, who ran the channel Toy Freaks. A single father to two young daughters, he would subject them to strange and abusive situations, pretending they were jokes. This included tossing a frog into their bath, terrifying them, and showcasing the girls being sick. As such, psychologists believed this exploitative content could have traumatized his daughters. Kism's problematic videos were particularly highlighted during the Elsagate saga in 2017, where several apparent child-friendly videos contained content not appropriate for kids.
Something had to be done about this.
Regardless, the channel had accumulated over 8.5 million subscribers. However, with the negative publicity, YouTube took action by terminating Toy Freaks, as Kism escaped any criminal charges. Shane Dawson. At his peak, Dawson was YouTube royalty. Rising to fame with comedy skits, his content has reached over 4.8 billion views across multiple channels.
So whatever your dominant hand is your past and your present. So for me, that would be my right.
However, Dawson would go too far as his popularity increased. In 2014, he had to release an apology video after his use of racial slurs and wearing blackface in past videos were brought up.
Sorry, genuinely, this isn't fake.
In 2020, when the same scandal resurfaced, as well as many other controversial statements, Dawson released another apology video. However, shortly after, he was called out by Jaden Smith for past inappropriate comments about his then minor sister, Willow. As a result, YouTube demonetized Dawson's channels, and Target removed his books from their stores.
And I promise that whatever I do next will be putting good into the world.
Onision. Currently sitting just under 2 million subscribers, James Jackson, aka Onision, was one of the earliest stars of the platform as he created skits and bizarre and quirky songs.
I'm a banana, I'm a banana, I'm a banana. Look at me, man!
However, by 2012, the darker side of Jackson emerged as he was banned from VidCon for horrific comments he made about his then partner, and it only got worse from there. In 2019, after allegations that Jackson had groomed minors emerged, he doxed his accuser on Patreon, resulting in him being banned from the platform.
And I didn't want to talk about this guy because he thrives off this kind of attention.
The scandal brought Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator fame to attempt to interview Jackson, who refused.
It's ironic that Onision says I've been stalking him, when in fact he's the one accused of stalking his young female victims on YouTube and on various social media platforms.
In 2023, if it were somehow possible, Jackson's reputation took another massive hit when he was sued multiple times for grooming and assaulting minors. Austin Jones. Many musicians have gotten their start on YouTube before they successfully entered the mainstream industry. One such person looked to be Jones. Along with performing his own songs, he covered other artists, including a cappella renditions, which successfully earned him over 40 million views.
Is this more than you bargained for yet?
However, in 2015, Jones released an apology video after allegations emerged that he'd asked underage fans to send him inappropriate videos.
There are a lot of rumors and a lot of lies. They're just not true.
It got far worse for him in 2017 when the police raided his house to find evidence of criminal content. In 2019, Jones pleaded guilty to a single count of receiving illegal material, earning him 10 years in jail and having to register as a sex offender for life.
Several of those victims delivered impact statements in the Chicago courtroom this afternoon.
DaddyOFive. While the channel was only around for a short time, DaddyOFive soon became the most infamous case of child exploitation, as it racked up over 710,000 subscribers.
The big question here is, why does YouTube let these particular channels happen?
Operated by Michael and Heather Martin, the duo started with light practical joke videos, which got more extreme as they hunted for attention. The parents would encourage their children to attack or injure their siblings for content, often subjecting them to psychological abuse too.
The family told me in a written statement that they have healed in the past 18 months and that they continue producing YouTube videos within the strict boundaries we've set for ourselves.
As controversy of their content began escalating, MommyOFive was created, which was soon renamed to FamilyOFive. In 2017, after the Martins were charged with child neglect, they were sentenced to 5 years of probation as their channels were terminated. The Martins tried making comebacks with other channels, but those too were removed.
We love our kids. They're the most important thing in the world to us.
Adventures with Purpose. With 3.4 million subscribers and over 437 million views, the channel, Adventures with Purpose, has been doing vital work.
Alright, check. Radio, check. How you doing, Sam? Are you ready for this?
After all, the group of scuba divers has been aiding in searches for missing people, often helping families with closure. However, in 2022, the group's reputation was severely tarnished over allegations about its founder, Rylett.
A man known for helping police solve cold cases finds himself on the other side of the law.
He was accused of assaulting an underage relative in 1992. The news resulted in several members of the channel leaving, including videographer Joshua Cantu, who was later sued by AWP for copyright infringement in 2024.
The future of my YouTube channel hinges on the court's decision of this claim.
That same year, after being charged for the assault, Rylett accepted a plea deal that allowed his record to be sealed. Rylett. After co-founding 7 Awesome Kids, Rylett created an empire on YouTube, setting up several affiliated channels, earning him over 17 million subscribers and billions of views.
The producer who runs this YouTube channel, 7 Super Girls, has struck internet gold.
He would direct over 20 girls, none older than 18, to create daily videos across his network as he paid them a monthly salary. However, in 2018, news came out that Rylett had been arrested for assaulting a prospective performer in a Florida hotel.
Rylett, a citizen of the United Kingdom visiting here on a visa, denies the allegations.
A year later, he made a deal with the prosecution that he would plead guilty to 1 count of child abuse, earning him a vastly reduced 90 days in jail, followed by 5 years of probation. As a result of Rylett's plea, YouTube terminated all 7 of the channels connected with the 7 Awesome Kids brand.
And he also must pay all court costs and restitution.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Franke. To showcase life with her husband and children, Franke developed the YouTube vlogging channel 8 Passengers, which amassed around 2 million subscribers and 1 billion views in its lifetime.
You guys, we are in Florida.
And the kids had no idea.
However, after allegations of abuse emerged, the channel struggled as Franke split with her husband. So, she teamed up with Jody Hildebrand to launch the Connections channel.
Connections is unique. It's an anomaly in the world.
In 2023, neighbors of theirs in Ivins, Utah, were shocked when Franke's emaciated and injured son escaped Franke's house to get help. The police soon arrived, finding a mountain of evidence, resulting in the arrest of the pair for abuse and neglect. After pleading guilty in 2024, Franke was sentenced to between 4 and 30 years in jail, which Hildebrand also received.
Unless you've had this level of narcissistic or psychopathic abuse, I can't explain it to you.
Were you a fan of a YouTube channel which then had a massive fall from grace due to controversy? Let us know below.
I'm committed to continuing my learning until all of my toxic layers are shed